Hello.
How are you? So we've been home a week today.
Yep.
And it's been a bit weird. It's been a very quiet week. Obviously, we're observing a 14-day quarantine as much as possible.
Yeah.
We did have to go out in the first couple of days to get some shopping, but we did have our masks on and we did observe social distancing and paid by card and all that sort of thing.
Yeah. We've still not got any symptoms, so...
No, so touch wood, that's okay. We've been, well, Stu's been working, I've been making my jewellery. We've done a nice little video to tag on to the end of this for you on how to make the perfect pina colada, which is my favourite. Still hearing from the people stranded in the Philippines. I haven't left the WhatsApp group. I think Stu left the WhatsApp group because sometimes you wake up in the morning and there's 148 messages to wade through. The British government seem to be doing a better job this time, but still not perfect. They've used a company, CMT it's called, to organise the flights and arrange the transport and that sort of thing. And they're just not getting back to people quick enough. People are still, the flight is tomorrow, and people who are in the provinces where there aren't any sweeper flights, where they've arranged maybe a van and a boat and a van, or a boat, a van and another boat and another van to get them to these airports. They haven't been given confirmation still, and the van or the boat's gone off at sort of 6 o'clock this morning. And obviously they're much further in front than us as well. They're 7 hours in front. So those people who haven't been given the confirmation have now missed out on that repatriation or a special flight, because they still haven't called it a repatriation flight.
And they've paid for it up front and they've had the money taken, and how they're going to get that back, I don't know, which then puts the kibosh on it for if they want to book another one further along, because they haven't got the money. Yeah,
we've heard from a couple of people who were stopped at checkpoints on the going to the sweeper flight for the 7th of April special flight home, that were stopped at checkpoints, not let through, and they still haven't received a refund. So come on, get your finger out, sort it out. This is not, it's just not good enough. You've got to, you know, it's not acceptable. It's not good enough.
And it's not difficult to issue a refund on a credit card, is it? No. Really?
No, 5 days max. And I think that's what the credit card companies say, 5 days max. So you need to do something, you need to sort it out. For those of you who are still stranded there, the only thing I can say is if you're in somewhere safe and you've got enough money, then you know, stay safe, stay put. Eventually there will be a relaxation of the rules and you should be able to get to Manila to get home, or the British Embassy might put on more help and more flights, because the 7th of April one, Daniel Bruce, the ambassador, said for definite, quite categorically, this would be the only special flight, the only way to get home. And yet here we are on the 28th, or it's 27th today, 28th tomorrow, they're running more flights. So you will be able to get home, but it is very stressful. And another thing that I could say is it was very stressful where we were, and we were in a very safe place, and it was bizarre and it was weird. Yep. And now we've come home, I don't feel much different, to be honest. It's still bizarre and it's still weird. So it is a worldwide feeling of weirdness, of not normalness. It is. Yep. So it's not just because you're stranded there.
Yeah, it is a bit more normal because it's your own four walls. But other than that, it's still very odd.
Yeah, it is odd. And I think coming back sort of 4 weeks into the UK measures, special measures, everybody else knew what they were doing when they got to the supermarket and things like that, and we did
just feel a bit behind.
It was like,
not sure what's going on.
Do I queue first then get the trolley? Do I get the trolley first then queue? How do I do this? So it was
and what's the sort of the courteous protocol in the shops where you're wanting to go somewhere where there already somebody else is, and they're standing there perusing all the chickens, and I'd like a chicken too, please. Do I have to stand there, wait for 5 minutes till they're finished, and then go and get one, or do I shove them out of the way, or do I... Obviously I didn't, but, you know, there's no written rules anywhere, it's just common sense, I guess.
And still hearing of people going out and sitting on the beach and walking around and that.
A colleague at work was telling us back there next door, they've had their family over for a barbecue at the weekend. Crazy. What do you do?
Yeah, it is mad, really mad. Saw the news in the Philippines of some guy, not sure if he was Spanish or Italian or
He was European
something.
anyway.
He was European anyway, whose maid was watering the garden without a face mask on, and the local police came to issue a fine, and then it all got a bit heated. I think the guy had probably had a couple to drink actually, and instead of sort of saying, sorry, didn't know that was the case, there's the fine, and then obviously sort it out later if that's not the case, he did get a bit violent and aggressive with the police. So just, you know, if somebody tells you to do something, do it.
Watch your
It's
step.
much easier just to comply and argue later rather than argue now and get into bigger trouble. On that note, we're going to go on to something lighter. I'm going to attach the video of us making a lovely pina colada. It's a bit early for one now. What's the time?
2ish, maybe?
Yeah, another 3 hours maybe.
Yeah, a bit early. You have to wait till at least 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock for cocktails.
At least
yeah.
a cocktail
Because we're not
hour,
on
yes.
holiday. If we're on holiday, it's sort of midday for a beer, 5 o'clock for cocktails, but we're not on holiday.
No.
Stewie is just taking a bit of a lunch break to record the video, but he is at work. His
I'm
computer
working.
is on. You probably heard it going in a minute ago on the thing. Anyway, we love you all. Thank you for carrying on watching us.
Yes.
And I hope you enjoy our pina colada video.
Yes. Stay safe. Keep clean. Wash your hands. Bye.
Bye. Hi guys.
Hello.
We're going to show you how we make a pina colada. Well,
I make the best pina coladas in the world.
he does make the best pina coladas in the world. And, well, I haven't had every pina colada in the world, but
Most of them.
I have tried pina coladas most places we've been, and his are the best. And it was all because of Coco Lopez, which, if you have never heard of it, is like condensed milk, but coconut. Condensed coconut milk. So we'll give it a good old shake up, but probably give it a stir when it's open as well.
Yep.
And then I'll let Stewie talk you through how he makes it. You can buy this in Lakeland.
Yep. We bought a job lot of it.
We did buy a great big, I think it's down there, that cardboard box there is just full of it, because I do like a pina colada.
Yeah. Excuse the mess in the kitchen.
Yes, sorry about that.
I like to be surrounded by my clutter.
So we've got Coco Lopez, white rum, and pineapple juice. This is 100% from fruit from Asda, but you can use any old pineapple juice, it doesn't really matter. Sometimes he puts in it some, what have you left? Pineapple in rum.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, where's that hidden away somewhere?
Yeah, sometimes we put some rum from our pineapple in rum.
Yeah.
But we won't today, we'll just use the...
In fact, I might have some of that later because it's very nice. Right, so...
Right.
Yeah, enough of you. It's on the talent now. So, the thing about this is being very precise with the level of the ingredients. So I'm going to open this tin of stuff first off. Try not to cut myself on these things, which I'm prone to do. Right, so if you look inside, it's clear and it's very sweet.
I could just eat it with a spoon. Did you stir it?
Can you have me in it? Oh, hello. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm a bit taller than you. I have not stirred it, no. So stir it just to get rid of all the goo from on the outside, because it's very thick and very gloopy, and just to mix it up properly. Although she shook the tin, you know, doing it properly as well. Ooh,
I'll lick that spoon. I'll lick the spoon, save it going to waste.
Yeah. Right. So when you're ready. So we're going to measure out the actual ingredients on the scales, because like I said, you need to be very precise. So need to get that on there, reset it. I need 112 grams of the cream coconut stuff. What does that say? 117. Close enough.
Close enough. Yeah.
So
After he said he's got to be really precise, he's just close enough.
I am measuring it rather than right. The same amount of white rum, so 112 grams again.
Whoa.
What?
No, not whoa. I'm getting ahead of myself.
So
A little bit.
Close enough.
Short measures.
Then twice as much of the pineapple juice. Give this a good shake. It's got a lot of pulp in the bottom and what have you. Very nice. So that takes it up to about 450.
Whoa.
No.
Oh, you were resting it on it, were you?
Yeah, close enough. So, the last bit of stuff is ice. So, big handful of ice at the example. Fill it up to the brim with ice. This is a NutriBullet type thing I'm doing it in, by the way. Well, it is a NutriBullet. And I use the thing with the prong sticking up, because the other one is just a creamer. This one here actually mixes it. So
you can use sort of any old liquidizer though, if you haven't got that.
Other liquidizers
or you can just shake it if you haven't got anything like that. I mean, if you shake it up,
I shake it up anyway to make sure that all the coconut goo isn't sitting at the bottom. So it's mixed, but what you also need then is to give it a blast on this. So brace yourself. Stop it. Let the ice settle a bit. Because when the ice breaks down, it thickens it as well. Oh, well, there might be too much in here. So I've got a special pina colada glass as well. I say glass, it's a pineapple shaped jam jar. Really?
I think that came from Asda as well. Alley up. Oh, almost too much for my pineapple glass.
Do it up tight.
Best pina colada ever.
And there's a little bit left for the bar one as well, so. Oh, that is good. Bit sweet for my taste generally, but it's very nice.
And it's good for my throat for my singing.
Oh, that is tasty, yeah. Anyway, so that's how to make the perfect pina colada. Bye.